Hello YouTube, my name is Emily. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over some kids books. I myself have 3 kids, 3 boys. The oldest is almost 12, so he's not really into these type of kids books anymore. Or maybe he is if I read them to him. And my youngest is 7, who is, and my middle is 10, who probably still is as well. I haven't read it to in a while, so we'll have to see. These are books that they have really enjoyed. The pictures, the story, they've really enjoyed them. So I just wanted to share them with you in case you decide to read them to your children, if you have children or nieces or babysitting. Just a good recommendation for some kids' books. So the first one I have is Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. Let's see, and illustrated by Christopher Bing. This is done in sort of a scrapbook style, which the boys really liked. And it's kind of masculine, so I think boys would probably like it. Old sort of newspaper clippings. And it tells the story of the mighty Casey. The second book I have, which is a hilarious book, is Clack Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin and illustrated by Betsy Lewin. Called a honor book, as the other one was as well. This has really cute, there's one of a cow's rear end, really cute pictures in here, and the story is hilarious. It's basically about cows that go on strike from the farmer saying, you cannot have any milk until we get our demands met. And the duck sort of is the messenger taking them typed notes from the cows to the farmer. And they do, well, I won't say, but they or don't they get their demands met? I think if a cow demanded something, I would give it to it. And then all of a sudden the ducks find the cow's typewriter and start doing their own demands. Very cute book, and the boys have loved this book. We've read it several times. Very good one. The next one, which is more of a current favorite, is that a word? Current? I don't know. Dragons Love Tacos by Adam Rubin and illustrated by Daniel Samari. It is about dragons that, well, love tacos. They love tacos, but they cannot handle anything spicy. And it's about what happens when a young boy gives them tacos, but the dragons accidentally eat some spice, and what happens then. The illustrations are really funny. They're different, but they're really cute. I hope you guys can see these. Uh-oh. It's mild salsa, but is it? Uh-oh, they start breathing fire. The next one, which is really cute, is sort of a parody, GoodNight Goon, which is obviously for Margaret Brown's Goodnight Moon, except this is more Halloween-y. It is the story of Goodnight Moon, but with monsters, and witches, and ghosts. And it says Goodnight Shoe, Goodnight Skull, Goodnight Creature, Goodnight Goo. More for, I don't know, a younger child, but still the pictures are super cute, and they have loved this one as well. And then a classic, Where the Wild Things Are, story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. I think everyone knows this book. Max and his bad attitude with not eating dinner. And then he decides to sort of travel and see these creatures. And this has always been a favorite of mine and a favorite of my boys. A newer one, that's also just a movie that just came out a couple years ago, is called The Boss Baby by Marla Frazee. This is really funny, and if you have a new baby coming to the house, you might want to read this to your other little child in the house. It's basically how this boss baby takes over this life of these adults. He demands milk, he demands hugs, he demands work, 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 he barks orders. The pictures are very cute, as you can see. And he's always barking orders. Anyone who's had a baby knows that they are pretty bossy. Another good favorite. Of the Random House Book of Poetry for Children. These are selected poems, 572 of them. And I myself love poetry. I'm trying to get my boys more into poetry. It's hard. Sometimes rhyming poetry is a little more popular, I think, with kids than non-rhyming poetry, but sometimes they like just a good regular poem as well. And these have a ton of different poems, This one's called Bubblegum. This one's called Jack. And I've read a few of these a night to them for a while now, and they really enjoy them. I think poetry is a good thing to teach kids as well. And then this was an all-time favorite of theirs for a very long time, and that is The Pout Fish by Deborah Dyson and pictures by Dan Hanna. It is the story of a gloomy swimmer fish with a pout mouth, and how his friends try to cheer him up because he's so blue and so glum. But then along comes a certain attractive fish, and the fish cheers up. But they have loved this book, and we've read it countless times. And the pictures are wonderful as well. I think I have one more here. Oh, I do. It's a classic. The Polar Express. And this actually got the Caldecott medal, so it wasn't an honor book. It actually won the medal. And I think everyone knows Polar Express. This had the movie a couple years ago, Tom Hanks. Pictures are incredible. The story is incredible. They really loved this book. I don't know anyone that doesn't. It's a Christmas book, obviously, but I think you can read Christmas books any time of year. Puts you in a nice sort of mood. And those are some of the books. They've loved several, but these are some of the picture books that my boys have loved over the last couple of years. And I hope you found this useful if you need a good recommendation for a kid's book.